Hey everybody, today we're talking about Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 12. This is Superstars. Hey everybody, I'm your host Brent as always, and we're talking more Ultimate Spider-Man. I know, but I'm plowing through these, and I'm batching these reviews, and going on a long work trip, so you're gonna have content, so booyah! Anyway, Superstars, fallout from the death of Gwen Stacy, a little bit, not right away, but over time. It first starts off with this really weird story. It's a two-part storyline with Wolverine and Spider-Man switching bodies. And it starts off, at least my volume has the old recap pages. They don't have all of them in these books, but it is here. Basically, there's a picture of Bendis here and Mark Bagley going like, hey, this is a really weird story, and it wasn't our idea, but here it is anyway. And then they go about this. Like, basically, right after Gwen dies, Peter wakes up, not in his body, but Wolverine wakes up in his body. And Wolverine's like, ugh, what's going on? And then Peter wakes up in Wolverine's body and says, oh my God, I smell. And then calamity ensues. It's a little bit of fun seeing Wolverine like treat Aunt May a certain way or treat Mary Jane a certain way. And then Peter as Wolverine like, oh, what do I do with these claws? I can't keep them from popping out at inopportune times. That's fun. Then the next storyline we get, as you saw on the cover, the Human Torch. We meet the Human Torch, or it's like his first meeting with Spider-Man. He's in the Baxter building, gets told to go to school, and then he goes to Spider-Man's school, and then, calamity ensues. And at the end, after a short little team up, they don't actually fight, which was nice. They become friends. And then the last two issues are this weird Doctor Strange thing where Peter, thinks he's on a hot date with Mary Jane, and then is actually in some sort of dream state with Doctor Strange, who is the son of another Doctor Strange. And they say they've met before, but he doesn't remember he cast a spell. And I think this is one of those things that happened in the Ultimate Team Up series, which is not collected in here, which really should if you're going to do this crap. But anyway, maybe they'll reissue these collections with Ultimate Team Up in here, or at least tell you what issue of that to go read, because that doesn't happen in here. But it kind of ends with Peter having a terrible nightmare and really being upset with himself. So he's still feeling the effects of Gwen dying in here, but not a ton, because there's so much happening with all these new characters: the X-Men, Wolverine, the Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm, Doctor Strange, the Ultimates, just everybody's in here. It's basically like this is the Ultimate Universe crossover book in spurts, right? So maybe it was like, I don't know if the Ultimate books weren't doing very well at the time, but Ultimate Spider-Man was, and they said, hey, we need a crossover with the books that we want to launch. Maybe they were doing a Doctor Strange at the time and never came out, but certainly the crossover with like Wolverine and Fantastic Four feel like a crossover. Like, hey, if you like this storyline, go over there and read that book, that kind of thing. So not bad. There's a bunch of fun stories in here. I think the one I had the most fun with was the Human Torch one. Is the longest one. Is kind of more fleshed out. The one with Wolverine switching bodies is really weird, and I can't really say I like that one, but I like the Human Torch and the Doctor Strange one, I think, the best out of the bunch. So there you have it, my thoughts on Superstars from Ultimate Spider-Man. Let me know what you thought of this volume down below in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the funny pages.